What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Monotony here with Wrestle Deuce. Yeah, first live stream on this channel, so I want to welcome everybody here. Yeah, we're going to be watching WWE Backlash tonight from St. Louis, Missouri. One last time, it's John Cena versus Randy Orton. I never thought I'd want to see this match again. You ask me in like 2014, hey, Cena versus Orton. Yeah, no, thank you. They've met in just about every match possible, aside from a Punjabi prison. But yeah, now they're fighting one last time, and it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to. Though I will say, John Cena himself, I think Randy Orton has been on fire lately. I think we're seeing some of the best work of his career. But John Cena, number one, the heel turn itself wasn't particularly fantastic. Um, but his wrestling, his in-ring work as well has been lacking, and I really think there's more they could do with John Cena's heel turn. So hopefully we get on the road to that tonight. Joining me tonight is the world's sexiest vampire. He's just a sexy Hal Walker of the night. I don't know. What's up, Angela Straven? How are you, brother?
And not much. I'm doing good. It's good to be here.
Yes, it's good to have you here, man, and I'm looking forward to watching Backlash with you tonight.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So we're
You were
kicking
saying
off
about
with
Cena or whatever. You were saying about
yeah,
Cena, in his match with Cody, and I liked his wrestling. He slowed it down because that's not what Cody's used to. He's used to those stupid, fast paced, like where nobody sells anything matches. And Cody and Cena, being the heel that he is, slowed it down, and he couldn't compute.
yeah. I mean, that's definitely a way to look at it. I'd like to see more classic heel tendencies, and it doesn't mean he has to be on his knees begging for mercy, how
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Hogan used to, or Ric Flair. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Your more
honestly,
traditional, like heel type stuff.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're starting off the night with the U.S. title fatal four way. Jacob Fatu defending against L.A. Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. Yeah, I didn't get to watch SmackDown last night, but you did. Like, what kind of buildup did they have towards this?
I think it was shit. I don't even know if they had a match for this on
It's just
SmackDown.
the only reason I ask was because a few weeks ago, man. Number one, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
saying I don't.
they had the tag match. It was Priest and LA Knight versus Solo and Fatu, and they ended up LA Knight and them ended up winning because Solo tried to do his shit, and they kind of put even more of a wedge in between him and Fatu, where
Yeah.
Solo thinks he's like gonna like give Fatu a game plan, and it's like, bitch, you suck, kind of thing.
And are you in the viewing studio yet? Are you
I have it up on my end.
okay? I was just asking to make sure the audio was good, but yeah, if it's on your end, then sweet.
Yeah, I have it up on my end.
So my only issue, okay, number one, it's not that I don't like Jacob Fatu. I really do. But I just don't see like the justification. Like he's getting like this monster push, and he really is. He's
Mm-hmm.
basically the same size as like your average wrestler, your Matt Hardy or whatever. He's just a little thicker, but the way they had him come out a few weeks ago, and I mean, he completely demolished LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest simultaneously. And
Mm-hmm.
these are main eventers we're talking about, former world heavyweight champions. I mean, what does that say about Roman Reigns that he had a back and forth match with LA Knight when Jacob Fatu can basically come out and beat LA Knight's ass while also burying Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre?
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know, and
that just, further cements the fact that they don't have any like psychology or canon based on like who people face. It's just
yeah,
they just throw it all out the window.
like again, look at him though. Jacob Fatu is all right. I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad. Props to you, bro. You fucking turned your life around and now you're living your dream. That's amazing. But the
Mm-hmm.
locker room is full of people who turn their life around and living their dream. I don't see anything from him that justifies burying three of your top talents at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of it comes down to it's the new shiny toy, so they're gonna mess around with it until the wheels fall off, kind of thing.
Probably. I mean, you ain't wrong.
Because that's how LA Knight was. Like they were pushing him like crazy, and then they just like lost interest or something, and they stopped pushing
Yep.
him.
Yep.
And he's still over. He's just not as over as he was.
Yeah, I didn't even put a thumbnail up. I didn't think about it. It's because I'm so used to the shows starting around 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
that I was sitting here and I was like, oh shit, it's about to start in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was
So,
surprised it started at 7 too, because I'm like, oh, because if it would have started at 8, I would have been able to set something up.
yeah.
But no.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, props to Jacob Fatu. I hope he goes far. I just don't like. Number one, like Braun Strowman before he was released, he had that feud with Jacob Fatu. I don't see any world where if you saw Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman in a bar and they were about to scrap, who are you putting your money on?
Strowman. Like that, but that's if I've never seen. There's like um that arm wrestling thing with him and this guy, Strowman and this guy, and Strowman
Yeah.
walks in all cocky and shit, and like he's like the big dog, and he was not being very respectful to the other guy, and then the other guy like fucking was like just destroyed him in that, and it's just like you may look like you're big and bad, but you ain't big and bad,
Yeah. Geez. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs to be
Sort of like Michael Clark Duncan, like he's like looks big and bad, but he's just like a fucking teddy bear,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's just that's the thing though. Strowman isn't portrayed as a teddy bear. He's portrayed as like this demolisher, and
Yeah.
to have him like continuously get his ass whooped by Jacob Fatu, it's just a
Mm-hmm.
little like I don't know.
Yeah, when I
Man.
seen that, I was like, "This is what? He's a giant. Fatu's like normal size.
Yeah.
He's just a bigger."
So I don't think like I even need to ask your prediction as far as who's going to win this match and say it's well over a 90% chance that Jacob Fatu is
Mm-hmm.
retaining. But
I think
who
so.
do you
Yeah.
how do you see this match ending? Like who do you see him going over on?
Oh, that's a good question. Trying to think who has the least to lose if they take a fall.
Damian Priest probably.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Honestly,
No, but
Priest.
you know what? Like you know what I like more than just fatal four-way matches is make it an elimination match.
Oh yeah. Those are nice.
Yeah, that would like add an extra layer of excitement and intrigue to this.
Yeah, because then you have like two to start, and then as the match is going, one like a person comes down each time. So it like kind of gives you that like you have to put on the gas and try to get that first pin out of the way before the other guy
Yeah.
comes in too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if they pushed Drew the right way, gave him some better entrance theme than just, the generic bagpipes, like give him a badass, like heavy rock song, package him. I think that guy's a monster, man. I don't think they've ever pushed Drew right
Holy
in
hell.
any of his time.
They should get like a Highlander type fucking theme song for him.
Yeah.
Just put Immortal or whatever in by Queen in an AI thing and have it pump something different out that's similar.
No shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm proud. Yeah. Again, I like Jacob Fatu. I just don't see, like, there have been hella people that started getting themselves over, and WWE has, like, watered them down a bit, including LA Knight. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you heard this either, but Rikishi, he does a podcast, and he was talking in the latest upload about how WWE needs to get their shit together and create a female bloodline with Nia Jax.
Oh, I remember
Brock's
hearing about that.
daughter. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say I have Samoan fatigue. It's not that, but I do feel like the reason he's getting pushed this hard is because he is Samoan.
Yeah, I agree. My thing is he's very one dimensional. Like he does, his gimmicks are not very like like it's like okay, well what else is your motivation? Like this whole all gas and no brake shit. Like okay, what? Like you know what I mean? What else? Like yeah, that's cool. You want to fuck people up, but what else? Like you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
what are your motivations besides just wanting to beat the shit out of people? Like
All I'm saying is okay, because it kind of reminds me of how they pushed Mark Henry. Um, but Mark Henry is 6'4", Jacob Fatu is 6'2". Jacob Fatu is 290 pounds, and Mark Henry is 360 pounds. And that is like, Mark Henry's a beefy guy, but that is mostly muscle.
Hey, it wasn't a strong man for nothing.
Yeah, and it's like Jacob Fatu, he's big, but I mean, look, he's not really like cut. He's not really ripped. There's a lot of padding there.
Yeah, he hides it well.
Look at that. Look at that versus Drew McIntyre. Look at that.
Oh, and then on SmackDown, Jade lost to Jax for #1 contenders. So due to Tiffy and Naomi it was because of interference from Tiffy and from Naomi. Naomi was a distraction coming out to mess with Tiffy, so it wasn't like a clean finish. And Jade was actually looking pretty good. Like there might have been one spot where I was like, she's like delayed a little bit and looked funky, but everything else looked good. She did a frog splash too from the top rope, and I was like, oh shit. So she must be starting to get it.
Yeah. See,
and to actually do a decent match with Nia is like, you know what I mean? Like it's Nia Jax.
Yeah, exactly. That could have easily been a shit show. What is awesome about this? He smacked Drew with his ass. Like, no, this isn't awesome. This is just a run of the mill wrestling match so far.
Mm-hmm. If anything, if he does lose, it'll be because of Solo.
Yeah, to
Um,
play up the separation of those two, but
yeah.
I don't see it happening because the crowd is like hot on Jacob Fatu for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason, and so is Triple H. So
Mm-hmm.
they're like protecting him like crazy, like he's, another future main eventer. But again, I just don't see it. You already have YouTubers, what culture and what have you, talking about one day he'll be a world champion. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. See, they let him just no-sell a suplex off the top rope. Now he's taking all three competitors out again when he literally just got suplexed off the
Mm-hmm.
top rope. Like, anyone can do that if you book them like that.
Ooh, shit! That was real close. I hate those weird spots where like they can barely get their footing and stuff. It's just bound for something bad to happen.
Yeah, I know. Stable foundation, man.
Mm-hmm.
God, those ads look so bad. Just Morgan and Morgan, bright yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I've been calling Jacob Fatu Fat Matt Hardy. Everybody's like, no, he's not. No, he's not. It's like, dude, he's literally hitting swantons, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And he jukes too.
yeah.
At least he doesn't come down to the ring juking, trying to save his brother.
No shit.
Oh, and Drew ended up claymoring Fatu yesterday or whatever at the end after he showed up and
Nice.
claymored him, laid him
I
out.
like it.
Because Priest and them were kind of not on the same page, even though they like won the match.
He's a beast. You look at Drew, man. He's a fucking beast, bro. He's
Mm-hmm.
got the look, the height, the mic skills, the fucking
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah, if anybody wins this, I think it's going to be Drew. If it's not Fatu,
Yeah.
it'd be Drew that wins this.
It's just like I hate it's because it's like, okay, a year ago they were treating him like a joke. It's like the guy's in his prime right now. It's like strike now or just don't. Like,
Yeah. And that's mainly because LA Knight just had the belt, so I don't see him winning. And then
Priest basic.
Priest is kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah, well, it's like what's his name? Brian Last on the Cornette show.
Uh-huh.
He said something like, I get less interested with Damian Priest every time I see him, which is kind of true. Like, nothing against
Oh
the
shit, that was close.
But where are you at in the match? What's happening?
He just claymored LA Knight and what's his name pulled him out of the ring.
I was just gonna mention that a second ago. I think Damian Priest almost missed a spot, but I think you're way behind me.
Oh, am I?
That happened a minute ago, yeah.
Oh. Here, let me check yours then.
Yeah, but Damian Priest, it looked like he almost missed his spot and like just got it. Oh God, that's so. Why would you be fighting on the floor when there's a championship on the line and two competitors in the ring?
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid. Which right now I think the chances of Fatu pinning LA Knight again just went up severely until
Mm-hmm.
those two get back in the ring. But it looks like whatever this high spot is going to take both of them out of the equation.
Yeah, because they've had the biggest rival going into this.
Yeah.
He must have really bad abs that he has to cover them up with his gear.
He isn't used to crowd noise. He took his straps off and they popped and he was like, what the hell is that?
Uh-huh. Wow, nobody goes to check to see if they're all right. Shouldn't those guys already been in standby? Jesus. Mm.
It makes him look stupid. Like a title is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're in a feud with somebody, what better way to show them up than to win the fucking title you're fighting for?
Mm-hmm.
Now here comes Fatu making his comeback and fucking pinning LA Knight. Solo will probably get involved somehow, and God, dude, Solo, man. They had him main event SummerSlam, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's not a main eventer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that makes no sense. And, a couple friends, well, he's been the main fourth on SmackDown since WrestleMania, and they're really building him up. Now, this is the second pay per view in a row where he's been on the sidelines. And I don't, I'm sure he was in the Rumble. So, yeah, fucking, I don't think he was was he in Elimination Chamber? No.
I don't think so.
If not, this is the third pay per view in a row where he's been on the sidelines. Let me look up the card.
Oh, here's Jeff Cobb.
Who the fuck is that?
He was in AEW for a bit. He was part of United Kingdom with Osprey and them. He's the guy that kind of looks like Rhino.
Manu Bloodline. Manu Bloodline, except that angle ended when Roman beat him, but Manu Bloodline.
So this is going to be Jacob Fatu's, or not Jacob, Solo's like enforcer against Fatu when they split.
Well, why can't Solo be his own enforcer? Like, that's what I mean, dude. Like, if he wasn't, oh, this is how he's going to turn babyface because he's not okay with this, even though this is literally how he came in.
Mm-hmm.
I fought my own battles.
He's like, I have a plan. He doesn't. He's like, I don't need your plan.
All dildos, no breaks.
Yeah, basically. I guess this is his plan. But I don't know. Maybe it'll backfire on him.
Lame.
No,
he just buried LA Knight twice in a row, man. Fucking it. Yeah, Solo wasn't on the Elimination Chamber card, so this fool has not competed on a pay-per-view, on a PLE, since January,
Mm-hmm.
when he main evented SummerSlam.
I guess they need somebody else to be in that with them since the other guys are out with injuries. So they need a third guy.
I just wish they'd drop this shit. Like, all right, it's over.
Yeah.
Same with Judgment Day. Like, why are y'all even around, dude? Like,
Yeah, Judgment Day should have broke up a while ago. They're still sowing seeds of dissension with him and Dom and Finn. It's like, just pull the trigger on it already. We'll see what happens tonight. I have a feeling Dom's going to lose.
Well, it's literally the same storyline as here.
Yeah.
It's like our Truth and Judgment Day was literally just Sammy Uso and the Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I do like what they're doing with Truth now. Like, he's still seen as number one fan.
Yeah, it's so good. He needs to turn heel and join Cena.
Yeah.
And come out with little Jimmy. He pitched the idea for them to do a little Jimmy figure and just have an empty package.
That would be great.
They did a Super Cena with where he's clear, and they did it so you can't see him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just recently brought that out. And then in 2K25, there's a Super Cena, and he's literally just like his gear, and it floats like in The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because I had to fight him in one of the live events. He was a bitch to beat, too. Because it's hard to, like, get the timing right because he's fucking invisible.
Yeah, it's like you just have his little shadow.
Yeah, and the armbands and shit, and you just have the armbands, the fucking shorts, and his shoes, and then his shirt, and that's all you see.
Crown Jewel.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a Rumble, isn't it?
Man, I'm hearing more and more people say, like, the acquisition of AAA is literally they're just building up the portfolio so they can sell to Saudi Arabia in a couple years.
You think?
I don't know what to think, but I've heard several people mention that now.
Maybe.
I hope not, but I'm just saying it. Like, if I hear one person speculate, it's whatever. But when I start hearing, God, is it going to be the 28th? So it's like another month and a half before a pay-per-view. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Their schedule is all weird this year. It was like a month and a half between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. Then it was like 3 weeks in between. You know, they just had a few weeks to build up to this, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's going to be another month and a half before pay-per-views.
The 25th is Double or Nothing, but I think I work that day. I think I'm working nights.
Isn't Double or Nothing their big?
Yeah. It's in Glendale, Arizona.
Oh,
the
nice.
Desert Diamond Arena.
It's not too far.
But I'm pretty sure I have to work, so I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll watch it at work. But
yeah. What do you think the main event's going to be? Or have they announced it?
I have no idea. I haven't been keeping track. Just because AEW, like, there's only like 2 angles that are somewhat decent, and that's the Hurt Syndicate and like sort of like the main event like picture with Mox and that.
Like, even before we were all watching it on your channel, like back, you know, even a little bit before CM Punk debuted, like, I was really into it. Like, I liked Kenny Omega and him coming out with all those world titles. And
yeah, when he was a cleaner.
Yeah, and like the show was pretty good back then, but it just keeps getting less and less tolerable, and it's like, dude, I
Yeah,
want
because
all of
all the
these
stuff,
companies to do well.
yeah, all the filler shit is boring, and it's like the same repetitive shit. Like because MJF is trying to join the Hurt Syndicate, and they're basically building a him versus Lashley kind of
No,
feud or rivalry, and they need to get MVP said he needs to get everybody in the Hurt Syndicate to give him the thumbs up if he's going to join, and the only person that won't give him the thumbs up is Lashley. So like he's doing all these things to try to get his approval, and none of it's working.
I don't know. It's just imagine putting your cock inside your girlfriend and robotically moving in and out. And when she's like, "What the fuck?" You're like, he's like, "Have a little passion, relax." And I'm like, "No, you like sex. This is sex. This is for real sex fans." That's what AEW is. It's like, let's get some story and some emotion build up into this match before no, this company is for professional wrestling fans, and this is professional wrestling. It's like, yeah, but I don't feel attached to these people at all. That's the trick with movies and shows and professional wrestling. You have to have an attachment with the protagonist. You have to have feelings towards.
That's where they tell the story in the ring.
Yeah, you have to be emotionally invested into it.
Yeah,
And
but if
yeah,
yeah, but if they don't tell the story outside of the ring, you can't tell a story in the ring to get people to give a shit about what you're doing in the ring.
yeah. It's like two people, can put on a great wrestling match, but then it's like, okay, what comes next? Like, I want follow up. How are they going to react or what? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I was emotionally invested in MJF for a while, and I still think he's talented, but I think his star is not as bright as it was a couple years ago, sadly.
No, as soon as he came back, he should have been propelled into the main event scene, but they gave him a fucking mid card title.
Yeah.
And I will give it, he made that title actually mean something. But yeah, but then as soon as he lost it, it's back to fucking nobody gives a shit about that title anymore. I don't even know who has it at this point.
He just should have had this like a monster world title heel run as the cool. He should have been a cool heel, and just fucking push him to the moon. That's what we needed now. Like, yeah, that title reign's gone. He won't have another first world title reign. That was it. Here comes Mr. Rollins. What blows my mind too is they did the world title match on Raw. Like, Seth Rollins, fucking Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman are like one of the hottest things in the product right now, and they're not featured on this show.
Yep.
When is Saturday night's main event? Maybe that's why that Saudi Arabia pay-per-view was so far away.
I think that's June. Beginning in June, I want to say.
May 24th.
Oh, okay. Then the end of May.
And John Cena's featured on the poster too. Because a lot of people are speculating that's where Uso and Logan Paul is going to take place.
I was pissed that Seth didn't get the title from him.
I know.
It would have gave them nuclear fucking heat too.
Yeah.
which is what they've been trying to do, but they keep fucking cheering him.
Yeah, it's because they don't cheer the individual wrestlers very often anymore. They're cheering the performance.
Yeah.
That's why they cheered the heel turn. They were like, "Yay, we get to see a heel turn."
Mm-hmm.
That's what Bret means by Bret Hart when he's like, it's a charade now. It's become a parody of itself. Like the wrestlers are in on
Yeah.
the act, or the fans are in on the act and slapping their legs and shit.
Yeah, because they pulled back the curtain too far.
Yeah.
Which I like some of it, but like not all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that and they just don't take it serious,
Mm-hmm.
Again, look at Undertaker and Kane. Like they took that serious. They weren't winking and nodding at the camera and
this is the dumbest fucking thing. These fucking wings again.
I know.
It's like you want me to take you seriously. Fucking yeah, let's not do that. Like yeah, it's a gimmick, but it's like this is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like me coming down and I'm a vampire, but I'm dressed as or I'm wearing or I like have bat wings like as my arms. Like that's fucking dumb.
Man, I'm sorry, but Gunther and Pat McAfee should have been the second match.
Mm-hmm. On the positive side, with it being starting at 7, it'll be over quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not the biggest card tonight either.
No, it's just the one we already had. This Penta and Dom, Cena and Orton, and then Pat and Gunther. That's it. So
Oh.
three more matches. That's it.
Which I'll tell you what, that's what kind of sucks is, well, what do we have? Okay, John Cena and Orton, you have
Mm-hmm.
Becky and Lyra, yeah, Pat McAfee, Gunther, and Dominic and Penta. Like, yeah, like, that kind of sucks too. I miss actual cards, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Gunther Pat is going to be a quick one, I think.
one thing I'll give AEW props for is it feels like a pay-per-view when you're watching it. Like, and you do get a lot of matches. Like, it sucked. Like I said, like, why isn't, like, they better at least bring Paul Heyman's stable out here for like a promo, an angle, a segment.
Mm-hmm.
Since there's fucking 5 matches on the card.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of all the fucking fluff. Which, surprisingly, there wasn't much fluff between the first match and this one, but,
Mm-hmm.
Give us some entertainment. Give us a good angle,
Surfboard? Is that what we're going to get?
An Irish surfboard.
Oh, let's do the same thing again. It's Gash Cam. I will say Valkyria to play her in 2K25 is pretty good. Like she's got I like her move set. The package just needs work.
She seems like a real like sweetheart. Like she's a really kind person.
Mm-hmm.
I like Wade Barrett.
Yeah, I do too. It's a nice heel commentator. They just need to let him be more heelish.
Yeah, they should let him go full
Mm-hmm.
or like heel commentator. He always acts, cool in a few matches and then they pull it back.
Mm-hmm. Like for the Gunther match, he's like, "Yeah, I get what you guys are saying, but Gunther's gonna fucking destroy him."
Yeah. So I watched a video earlier. I don't watch like many, I guess, Sony YouTube channels or like Rockstar YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
people breaking down Rockstar games and stuff, but this guy really put it in perspective in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I used to play the original top-down GTAs.
Yeah.
GTA 1, GTA 2, GTA Europe. And then this game Driver released for the PlayStation. Do you
Oh yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
I played the first and the second one of those.
Yeah. When Driver first came out, my older brother was out here visiting and he went and got the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we played the shit out of Driver. And I'm like, man, this is what GTA needs to be like.
Mm-hmm.
And not long after that, I wonder when Driver released.
Not sure. It was on the PS1. I know that. Same with 2.
So June 25th, 1999. October 22nd, 2001 is when GTA 3 came out.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 years later. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I had said that, I had played Driver and wished it was like GTA. My mind was blown. This
Mm-hmm.
YouTuber takes it all the way back to there. He's like, this world really started with GTA 3, the first 3D
Mm-hmm.
GTA game. And he was like, the thing is, like, the city was more of just a backdrop. And, the cops were mindless. The fucking NPCs were mindless. It was great for the time. But
Mm-hmm.
then, he gets into like GTA 4, how that took really the next leap and, the world became a bit more immersive. Yeah, I don't remember all the points he made, but then he went to 5 and how the NPCs at this point were, I think it was 5 where they became more immersive and it felt more like living in a real world. And
Mm-hmm.
but then he started going through the non-GTA games, and he said it was Red Dead Redemption 2 that truly changed the game as far as like, even if your wanted level goes away, if you're an asshole, you'll still get treated like one. And the
Mm-hmm.
NPCs have schedules and just how much more lifelike. And I know they were made by Rockstar, but I guess I never really compared it. And he was talking about everything they learned from Red Dead Redemption 2
Mm-hmm.
is going to be applied into GTA 6 as far as the NPCs. And I guess they have some AI algorithm that, generally when you'd look in buildings in the old games, the interior would be a picture,
Mm-hmm.
but this is going to have an AI algorithm that populates just random buildings, maybe parts of the building you can't access or just parts that you can see from the outside. It's going to be an actual 3D space. And I don't know, different things, but I was like, man, like they really put a lot into this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't been that excited for any.
The driver series. Speaking of driver, like the driver series was really good until they did the last driver series that they did, and they made it where you're like in a coma and you can like jump. I was like, what in the hell? It was so bad. Like it was such a deviation from like what we knew from Driver 2. and people
I
are
only
excited
played,
for it.
yeah, I only played Driver 1 and 2. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, it was Driver. What was it called?
But yeah, I don't know. I'd be more excited for GTA if I had a console I could play it on, but that video did kind of get me excited for it.
Oh no,
I'll try to look for it and send it your way in a little bit.
there was a
When I get
Driver 3 on PS2. I never played that one, but there was maybe
yeah.
it was Driver San Francisco. Yeah, that's what it was. Driver San Francisco, because I think this is the fourth installment. And it was terrible.
So is Driver 3 on the PS2?
Yes. So there was a game
Well, for
called
me, after
Driver Parallel Lines, which was the fourth game, which I didn't even know about this. And that was
from
for
like I'm sure the games were still fun. Well, you're talking about how one was horrible, but it's like for
yeah,
me, Driver kind of became obsolete when GTA 3 came
yeah, a
out.
little bit. Driver's more focused on the driving and the getaway chase and all that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about the later ones, but I know in 1 and 2 you couldn't get out of your car or anything. It was just driving around.
The
You know?
two you could get out of your car and you could get in other vehicles. But
Okay, I don't
yeah,
remember that.
but like certain missions you had to use specific cars or the specific car to do the mission.
I don't know if I remember that, but fucking like I think all the driver memories I have besides the base level fact that there's a game and I've played them, I think
Mm-hmm.
all those memories were like washed away with GTA memories.
Yeah.
I was so excited for San Andreas because Las Vegas was
Mm-hmm.
going to be in the game. We talked about that for what felt like years. I was so excited for it.
Yeah.
I liked it okay, but
Yeah, I thought it was alright. I never beat it because I got like near the end, and the PS2 is notorious for getting corrupt save data. Like even if you're just carrying the memory card around, like any little thing would like fucking corrupt your data. So I
yeah,
ended up yeah, my whole memory card just erased itself. So I fucking never bothered finishing it. And I had like a shit ton of the really fast cars in the game because you could buy real estate and that and
yeah,
like store cars. Yeah.
yeah. Dude, if I had a PS5, man, I'd be stuck on GTA 6 for a while. Maybe it'll come to Switch, but it ain't gonna look nowhere near as good as those trailers are looking.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Gap.
What's up, Cap? How you doing tonight, brother? Yes, it is. It's I, the wrestling douche. Monotony.
But yeah, the new GTA looks good. I have a PS5, but I'm not paying $100 for the game. I'll wait until
Yeah.
it goes to bargain or is on sale or something.
Yeah, we're doing pretty great. Thanks for asking, Gap.
Yeah, no complaints here.
Both of us just went to work all day and then now we're watching WWE Backlash. Getting through all the fluff so we can get to Orton Cena for the fucking 38th time.
Yep.
But the last time.
Yep. Work was good today too, because like I didn't do shit. Like 9 o'clock they shut down because there was a big issue at the where they form the board before it goes in the dryer, and we were down since then. And
So
so I
you're
just
just kind
watched.
of chilling.
Yeah, I was just chilling, making sure there was heat in the dryer for whenever they did get back up and running, and Watched last night's episode of SmackDown, and then chilled on YouTube the rest of the time.
Yeah, I think Becky's gonna win this one. Yeah, man, but either way, dude, I'm gonna play GTA 6 eventually. I'm excited for it now, officially.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. Gab. Uh,
Yeah, brother, good to see you. And like I know some people have issues with the characters you play as, and I get it, but it's more about just the experience,
yeah.
the GTA
At least it's only
experience.
2 characters that you play as this time instead
Yeah.
of 3. Like I started the campaign for 3, or for what was the last one, 6 or 4, or no, 5. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, 3 characters. This is too much. And I just like got a little bit with, because he started as the black guy, got a little bit
Hmm.
into it, and I'm just like, yeah, I like sandbox games, but this is just too much.
I've played through it a few times, but number one, now Trevor was amazing. The game is
Mhm.
worth playing through at least once for Trevor. He's one of the more iconic video game characters in general. Like, but yeah, I didn't like the campaign itself. I didn't like I remember in GTA 4 you could get rich,
Mhm.
and GTA Online you can get rich, but in 5 you can't really make a ton of money.
Mhm.
I don't even want to say a ton, but like maybe I don't even remember, a good amount of money where you can stop worrying about having to collect money all the time. It's towards the end of the campaign when you manipulate the stock market.
Mhm.
But before then, like I remember in 4 I was buying mansions and shit and fucking
Mhm.
same all kinds of fast fucking cars. I had bank, and the campaign in 5, it's yeah.
Yeah, I had a ton of money in 4 too.
Yeah. That's that I remember that being, it's been a while since I played 4 or 5, but I remember that was like my big complaint with the game is like you can't fucking make money in this.
Mhm.
Lyra retain.
DQ. What was the DQ for?
I think
Or did
she
she pin her?
pinned her.
Oh, are they gonna replay it?
She rolled her up.
Oh shit! Who's gonna return to save her? Oh, nobody, I guess.
Ronda Rousey, Mr. Q.
Charlotte, because Bliss pulled her aside because she was gonna leave. So Bliss pulled Charlotte aside or whatever, stopped her before she was gonna leave, and she's like, "We gotta talk." So they're gonna do something with Bliss and Charlotte because Bliss helped Vega with Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, and they went over.
Yeah. How anticlimactic. I'm like, where has Alexa Bliss been? Because I promise they were. That's why Liv ended up in a do nothing match because she had to be on the show. She was like one of the MVPs for the brand last year.
Yeah, well, she was in
But
Elimination Chamber was the last time we saw her, but she came
but
out
well,
for Vega tonight.
And
Or their
even
last
Elimination Chamber, they fucking were teasing Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan, but that's why Liv Morgan ended up in that do nothing match, because
yeah.
they canceled the Bliss Morgan match, and we didn't see her since Chamber. So I'm thinking, okay, they're holding her back for the Wyatt Six or something. Like
Mm-hmm.
they've got some big angle or plan they're gonna, and then she just kind of returned and helped Zelina Vega. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
and then after that, she stopped Charlotte from leaving and told her that they needed to talk because Charlotte came out and the crowd was booing the shit out of her, and she's like, "All right, then I'm just gonna leave," and she left. And then Pierce told her was she's like, it was either Pierce or no, not Pierce.
All
Aldous. He's like,
this,
"What do you do? Just run away from your problems now or whatever? You should stay and face them." You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then she's at the SUV and about ready to get in, and the door slams, and Bliss is standing there, and she looks at her, and she's like, "Yeah, we gotta talk." So Bliss is gonna give her the pep talk she needs, I guess. I don't know.
Women's bloodline.
Mm-hmm. Well, the rumor was that Bliss is going to be the leader of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, that's what I meant by anticlimactic. I was like, I thought, okay, they pulled her off TV again. They had to cancel the match with her and Liv Morgan for whatever reason, and they're bringing her back with the
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt Six once fucking
Yeah,
homeboy's all healed up. Little brother, whatever his fucking name is.
yeah. They just put in some packs or whatever, or new code for my faction with some
Nice.
packs. So I opened that up.
That's awesome. I need to watch this.
It's good. They're in the semifinals now. So each coach has a female and um a male right now. And I think after this weekend, there'll only be four people left. Four people left. So I'm assuming two females and two males will be left. I wanted to go to that too, but fucking just regular seats are like 2K. Like right off, like you have the front row, and then you have like that little walk section, and then you have the row behind that, or the row after that. That's like 2K just for SummerSlam in Jersey. Back then, I didn't even know about other wrestling promotions except like New Japan and obviously WCW. Hey, Cotton. What's up? Priceline. And then the Switch or whatever there, Tony. I'm hearing that the bundle with Mario Kart might not be available after November. Oh yeah, got myself a burrito.
We could be getting a Seth Rollins angle right now.
Could be.
A Braun Breaker match, something.
Mm-hmm. Getting Penta and versus Dom. Oh, and I didn't realize you were gone, but I mentioned Switch 2, how after November the Mario Kart bundle and that might not even be available anymore.
Yeah, that's the word.
Mm-hmm.
But they did say limited time, but I'll get one eventually. I think they had some at one of the Game Stops I shot by today because
Okay.
there was that or maybe something else came out today I just don't know about or something, but there was a line like wrapped around the corner and GameStop wasn't even open yet. There were people chairs out there and
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah.
Um,
My buddy
there's
rolled with me to work today to check it out and he was like, "What the fuck?" Like he's a big PlayStation guy, but yeah, it's all I can think of is Switch 2.
there is a game store out there that just opened like today or the other day, um, called Pink Gorilla. Um,
Out here.
yeah, out there. They're based in Seattle, and they opened a store out there by you.
Oh, okay.
and it's like a used. They have like all kinds of shit, stuff from Japan, and all kinds of things.
Oh, we're gonna have to check that out. Looks like they're in a
Metal
Chinatown.
Jesus, Metal Jesus, yeah, Metal Jesus Rocks. He's like friends with the owner. I forget her name, Kelsey or something like that. But yeah.
Hey, what's up, Cotton Ministries? How you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good evening. I didn't see it till now because I was AFK.
Yeah, I made sure I said hey.
Yeah, I hope Dominic wins this one.
I do, and I kind of want Pendo to win too.
Yeah, I get that. It's mainly because, if you're going to win the title at WrestleMania, you may as well have a decent run with it.
Yeah, but I have a feeling Finn is going to cost him the belt.
Yeah.
Oh, and Phoenix and Andrade beat Angel and Roberto. And then Escobar like flipped out on Roberto, and Roberto basically fucking stormed away.
What, on SmackDown?
Mm-hmm. So Escobar's team is like collapsing in on itself. Which would be cool if when Penta and Phoenix reunite or whatever. If Andrade joins them and they're like Death Triangle over here, because that would be a good fit for them, those three.
Yeah. He bagged on Big E in that interview.
Yeah, he did.
It was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Wade Barrett would have went further. I was excited when the Nexus debuted.
Wasn't Bray Wyatt in that too?
Yeah. Husky Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Ryback.
Yeah.
They fired Daniel Bryan for choking out Justin Roberts with his necktie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And they ended up bringing him back.
Hmm.
He was fired for like a while, though. A couple weeks or a couple months or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Justin Roberts is over in AEW now.
Yeah.
So is Josh Matthews. He's a producer backstage because Maven snuck backstage on one of his YouTube things.
Yeah. I saw. I didn't watch the video, but I saw it on my.
Got to meet Tony Khan and stuff for the first time.
Nice.
So I don't know if Maven's gonna start doing shit with them or what. I know I saw Rhino got jobbed out to Nick Wayne. What the fuck? So I had an IWC fan tell me that AEW has good in-ring psychology. And I was like, how is jobbing Rhino out to Nick Wayne good in ring psychology?
What do you think about the Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, like long breakup?
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
I would I don't know if I'd like to see it, but maybe like Austin Theory, he's all right. He just like needs more experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe it wouldn't hurt to put him in NXT or cut him loose for a while and then re-sign him, you know, once he's gone around like fucking Drew McIntyre did, you know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
But I don't know. What would you think if they added him to the Paul Heyman stable?
I'd rather they didn't.
But I mean, that's kind of what he needs, though, is someone to
Yeah.
like really show him the ropes. But I get it. I wouldn't want to like mess up the stable either. But
Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Gunther in that.
it's just, yeah, that could be interesting. But like maybe too many chefs, like him and
Yeah,
Seth might butt heads.
that's true. I just see Gunther benefiting
Yeah.
from it. But I see at least one other person joining. Honestly, it'd be kind of interesting to see them get involved with the Orton and Cena thing as well.
What?
Breaker and Seth and them. Because he did mention Cena.
Yeah. I think I might have heard someone speculate that as well. I am starting to see a lot of videos on like even Stunned by Wrestling did a video on like Triple H is starting to slip up pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I think Raw's been pretty great since WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree.
Like those WrestleManias, fucking, or those Raws before WrestleMania, they were
Terrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't understand why they had to like with Liv and Raquel, like they should have just had them win and had that feud or had that like split like happened on at WrestleMania between Becky and what's her name?
Yeah.
It would have made more sense.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Yep.
It's funny, Michael Cole, like 10 minutes ago, was saying, do you think Finn forgets that Dominic pinned him at WrestleMania? Now he's like, what's Finn doing? Like,
yeah. Now Finn's getting involved more. He's going to cost him. Oh shit! It's El Grande Americano with the faceplate.
that's so stupid, the faceplate.
Yeah, I know. It would hurt him too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
At least it wasn't clean.
Well, it's got to be hard because, like, Dominic will always be in the shadow.
Oh yeah.
Of Grande Americano.
Mm-hmm. That's just funny.
The King.
Mm-hmm. Such a retard. Good lord. Oh, this is a yeah. I kind of want to play this.
Yeah, looks good.
But it's weird because it's like medieval, but then there's like futuristic shit too.
Yeah.
So what do we have? Just the main event?
No.
Oh no, Gunther and Pat.
Yeah. Pat McAfee, Gunther, and John Cena and Orton. It's crazy. Like, it's kind of a short show. And, like, the matches aren't very... I mean, we've been on an hour and a half, but...
Yeah. Is that they have the 24/7 champ is back? What the fuck?
No clue.
I know El Grande Americano is the speed champ right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is fucking funny.
Yeah.
He won a title before Chad Gable did. Interesting. Oh, the Fraxium versus Street Profits match on SmackDown was pretty good too. In the 15th, we get Julia and Stephanie back here.
On NXT?
No, 2K25.
Oh, shit.
They come out as DLC. I think there's a couple other wrestlers too.
Yeah, Jey Uso and Logan Paul. And then I think Cena's gonna be there too. Damn. What if they put them on now and then Gunther and Pat McAfee was the main event?
Good lord. I want to see this. This looks good.
Yeah. I'm taking my nephew.
Yeah.
Yep. God, his face.
He's from Pittsburgh too, so I went to school with people that look like him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Ryback went to school at my school's like rival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He went to Rancho.
Mm.
I went to El Dorado.
Speaking of snowy mountains, Darby's doing the Mount Everest thing. He did a kickflip at like one of the things for the world.
World record.
Yeah, for the world record of highest kickflip or some shit.
Yeah.
But he seems to be doing all right. So
Yeah, that's cool. Fucking dude's out living his best life.
Mm-hmm. He's got more balls than I do.
Yeah.
What? Oh, jeez. Her eye looks really bad.
What's that?
She has pink eye.
Oh shit.
That looks bad.
Damn, she's doing Walmart commercials and Chris Pratt's and blockbuster movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he's married to a Kennedy now.
Yep.
And
a Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Balls.
Yep.
Man, all these commercials.
Mm-hmm. It's stupid too because they're on a fucking pace. Like Peacock isn't necessarily free unless you get it with your cable. But it's like, why are we paying, or why is this stuff not commercial free?
Well, there's commercials on the pay-per-views now. There's commercials all over the ring.
Mm-hmm.
The matches are brought to you by commercials.
Yep.
And they charge exorbitant prices compared to just a few short years ago for their live shows. Don't they not do house shows anymore?
I think they still do them. They just don't do as many.
Yeah. Oh God, I can't wait to hear Michael Cole cry. Like, the only answer to this is for Gunther to murder Pat McAfee.
Yep. Super quick too.
Yeah. And nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. Call the fucking match. Your job is to say what moves are happening in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He said, for the first time in my career, I'm going to be biased. Like, we don't remember the coal mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because didn't he used to be the heel commentator?
Yes, it was so cringy.
Yeah.
You don't want a heel play-by-play. You want a heel color commentator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks good. I want to see that and the new Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I've just never seen one. I never saw the first one, so I didn't see the second. And then they just kept making them.
Yeah.
How many have there been? Like fucking 12?
A bunch. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
There are 8.
Damn, it feels like there are more.
They started in 96.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, this is
the
Michael Cole's
last one
fault.
was it is Michael Cole's fault. The last one was Dead Reckoning, and then this new one is the Final Reckoning. which it's weird because they call it part 1, the last one, but they don't have a part 2 on the last one. So it's like, did they just like scramble because that they didn't care for the title or something of the last one? It's weird. So I think the movie was supposed to come out sooner than it did.
Yeah.
This match better be short too.
Yeah. It's got to be harder to get over now because they're having fewer than ever matches on their TV shows. Not to mention the people aren't getting the practice on the house shows how they used to. And it's like, man, you really got to maximize your TV time now.
I'm sorry, I stepped away real quick. What was that?
No, I'm just saying it's got to be harder than ever to get over these days with so little matches on all the cards and not doing house shows to get the practice and working the crowd. And
yeah.
Oh my God, he's so Gunther is the right reaction.
Part of me has a feeling they're gonna make Gunther look like a bitch.
I hope not, because they made him look like a bitch last month. And now they're going to keep him out. Oh, Gunther tapped out. Gunther tapped out.
Hey, Godzilla, what's up?
What's up, Godzilla?
He says it's brought to you by Carlos Jr.
Yes. Carl's Jr. I used to love their Western bacon cheeseburgers.
We call it Hardee's around these parts.
Yeah, I remember when Hardee's wasn't owned by Carl's Jr.
I remember Roy Rogers, which was before Arby's. Although Roy Rogers basically became Arby's.
Oh, really? Arby's has always been out here. We didn't have a Roy Rogers. And then I think Wendy's bought Arby's.
Oh, never mind. Hardee's bought out Roy Rogers. Which was the parent company of Hardee's. Huh. It died. I guess they still exist, Roy Rogers. Interesting.
Those punches look bad.
Mm-hmm.
What made him, with all the talent on the roster and everything, what made him decide, yes, we need to do Pat versus Gunther?
I
That
have
needs to
no
take
idea.
one of the precious spots.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, unless this is an angle for him to go away for months.
I think so because it's the football season's coming up. College football, I think, is coming up. Get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't sell shit for this guy.
Yeah, no shit. Jesus. I wish you'd just forget Pat McAfee and destroy Michael Cole for 5-10 minutes,
I know, right?
and then go back in the ring and finish the job.
I'm gonna laugh if Michael Cole gets involved, and that's how he wins. Uh, Here it is. Oh, get the fuck out! Like what? Get the fuck out of here! He should go out and just throw Cole in the ring and beat the shit out of him too.
I know Michael Cole has become more and more unbearable.
Mm. Oh shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to say, he shouldn't even got a 1 count. This is so fucking
Please.
dumb.
This is not hitting the emotional peak they think it is. This is just stupid.
I think what they're trying to do is, I have a feeling that Gunther's going to lose, and what they're doing is he's being too cocky about everything, and that's why he loses. Oh no,
Dude, if he loses to Pat, I'm never going to take Gunther serious again. Tapping out to Jey Uso, losing to Pat McAfee, it's like you're a joke at that point.
yeah.
How about a swerve and Wade Barrett just starts beating the shit out of Michael Cole?
That'd be funny. Yeah, bring him in there. Barrett's getting up. This is so bullshit. The ring general is getting fucking shown up by fucking this bitch.
It's so stupid.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, are they gonna really have him tap to this fucking bullshit again? Oh, good. Thank you, Lord. Holy hell, I don't think he rotated the whole way on that. They should have him pass out, not if they want to, have him just pass out.
Please.
What the fuck is this shit?
Like I said, it's become a parody of itself.
Mm-hmm.
In the interest of keeping Pat McAfee looking strong, they're making one of their top talents on Raw look like
Mm-hmm.
a cupcake. Like, I'm not even happy with that. They made Pat McAfee look way too strong, and they made Gunther look like an idiot.
Yep. And he's up already? What the fuck?
Wow, that's like they're protecting Pat how they do Cody. Like, what the fuck? Now they should shake hands and hug. Because it's a kinder, softer WWE.
Oh, jeez.
That's not even man. Wade Barrett would be such a good heel commentator. He's like, "We're so proud of you, Pat." No, we're not. We're calling bullshit.
Yep. Yeah, see, I don't think you rotated the whole way on that.
See how Wade Barrett sounds so fucking cringe right now, dude. It sounds like a fucking. Uh, Oh, I guess that's happening before Crown Royal or Crown Jewel.
Yeah, Money in the Bank and the Worlds Collide thing.
Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cringy, dude.
Yeah, so the next pack is going to be Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, which are the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Julia and Stephanie Vakir, and then a special celebrity guest to be announced.
Bad Bunny.
It's either that or
Travis Scott.
Yeah, Travis Scott. So, and then June is Duncan Destruction Pack, which is Abyss and Great Khali, and 3 NBA stars to be announced.
Wait, when does that one come out again with the special guest celebrity?
May 14th.
Okay.
So in 4 days.
Thinking, what if it's Cardi B?
Maybe. But 3 NBA stars, I can only think of 2: Karl Malone and
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Who else would be? That was a wrestler that did.
Shaq seems to be everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe. But has he done anything in WWE ever?
I know he was with Hogan at one point, but I think that was WCW. Jesus.
Well, so was Rodman and Malone.
Yeah. Kevin Nash was a basketball player.
He's already in the game. Wow, a pay-per-view that's going to be over before 10.
You know what? I'm so retarded. I forgot the main event. That's why it started so early. Triple H's hour-long promo with the press scrum.
Yep.
It starts an hour early now, so he can go on and on. What if he just unloads on The Rock at the press scrum? I mean, unloads like, venting, like talking shit towards him, letting loose what's been on his mind, not semen.
Yeah, Orton. I don't. He's not gonna win, but it'd be neat to see him win, because then he would beat Triple H's record.
Yeah, that's the real litmus test, is if Randy Orton's gonna, if Triple H would book Randy Orton to break his record. Because he's in the best shape of his life. Like, he deserves one last run with the title at some point.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, but yeah.
I really hate the singing along every time.
Yeah, it's dumb. Nobody was singing or along to any of the guys in the Attitude Era that I remember.
Oh,
Maybe Rollin' when fucking Taker had that, but that's probably it.
not even that, really. They didn't
Yeah,
sing along to the DX theme,
yeah.
and all the wrestlers had bands do their music. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Cena cut a promo about him too, about how Randy, all he's done his entire career is the bare minimum and shit on SmackDown, and then this random guy came in the ring and he got an attitude adjustment from Cena, and we everybody assumed it was him, it was Randy, but it wasn't, and Randy came in and then RKO'd Cena.
so no one knows who it was.
It was just a random decoy that Randy sent in
Uh-huh.
to distract him.
Weird. That should end up being somebody.
Because they were dressed up like Orton in like the hoodie and shit.
If I have to hear these assholes sing his chorus one more fucking time. one last time. Unless it's like The Rock and Cena, then we're going to get twice last time. Such an uninspired heel turn.
Yeah, it hasn't been that great. The only interesting thing is the fact that he may get rid of this belt when he's done, if he still holds on to it.
Well, the problem is if he doesn't, if he loses that title, then his heel turn will literally be hollow. It will mean nothing. It will be of no consequence.
Yep. That's why I think they're gonna go for it and just get rid of it, and they'll have the world title, and that'll be it. And then they can say that it's the generation thing or whatever, like a new generation, and they'll have the new titles and everything.
Yeah.
And they'll have a new legacy and stuff.
And Seth Rollins will brag that he's the first world champion ever. And
yeah, shit like that. Yep. And then they don't have to pay respects to what came before. She used to apparently live with the Osbournes, this chick. Because apparently she went to Los Angeles and was living on the streets and stuff, but she used to drum for Kelly when she was doing her music. And she was on her own, and Kelly ended up bringing her home at, like, in between gigs and stuff. And yeah, so she knows Sharon and Kelly Osbourne pretty well.
That's funny.
Yeah. And kind of that's the reason she's in the entertainment, like she got into the entertainment industry. It's because of them.
Razor Fist kind of destroyed Sharon Osbourne a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to find the tweet, but there's a lot of shit about Sharon Osbourne that I didn't know. Not like conspiracy shit like islands and stuff, but just like actual things she did throughout life that's like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't like her exaggerations. Like, Bruce Buffer would be John Cena, She's like, Gian. Like, what's Gian? She's not the only ring announcer I've heard do that, but she is very prominent in it. It's like, damn, dude. Gian. Yeah, sorry I didn't see your comment till now, Godzillionaire, but you're right. More pay, less view.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping Cena's heel turn was going to be so good that you're like, man, he's only got till the end of the year, and like, it was so good they're thinking about keeping it going, and like, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's just
Mediocre.
right in the middle. Yeah.
Yep.
Just there.
That and then the lack of Cody like coming to try to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like either. It's like we're used to like seeing reactions and geez, I can't wait till Raw to see what Cody, does or feels or says. I can't believe he lost the title and instead. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him, but he's in commercials and shit.
Yeah. Man, look at Orton compared to Cena, dude. Like, look at their bodies. Like, Orton's fucking built. Cena looks decrepit.
Cena's pretty built too.
He is, but I mean, it's just.
But
I
he's
remember
pasty.
Yeah, real pasty.
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder
the
if it's
issue.
because of Hollywood or something. He can't tan.
Maybe.
I've been wondering that because he's real pale compared to how he's ever been.
Yeah, because Randy is like a tweener. He's not like a, you know what I mean? He's not like a heel or a baby face. You know what I mean? He'll do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah. I don't know. Altogether, like, judging pre-main event, this has been pretty uninspired so far.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Backlash used to be pretty good,
Yeah, because it was like revenge for what happened at Mania.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of like mediocre, like reaction from what happened at Mania. They also used to have more matches on the card too.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like, I kind of feel like this pay-per-view, there was no cool backstage segments, no, like no one came down for a quick in-ring promo, nothing like that. It just by the numbers, just okay, let's get through this match. Okay, commercial. Okay, now you. Okay, now you. All right, main event. Like, okay. Exactly as advertised. It's been like that. Like, CM Punk's return to WWE, like, I was happy to see him return, but it was lame as fuck. He just, for no reason, comes out at the end of the pay-per-view while all the wrestlers are in the ring celebrating, and he just stands there like, hey.
Who?
CM Punk.
Oh, yeah, at the end of Survivor Series.
Yeah, instead of, like, maybe, Randy Orton and Cody's team won, but then they start getting beat down, and then fucking Punk's music hits or something.
Yeah, to like save the day kind of thing.
Yeah, like if you're gonna bring him back, and it's long awaited. Like people, it's one of the more iconic comebacks of all time. Like, and that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's because they just use it as a big pop thing. It's not even about like intertwining it with the story to make it make sense.
It would be an even bigger pop. It's like when Mick Foley was getting beat up by the fucking corporation, fucking Stone Cold's music hit. When he fucking came down and hit Rock with the chair and Foley won his first title. Like, that pop was fucking massive because he was coming to save the day,
Yeah. And Stone Cold can get his shot later,
Yep. Same with Punk. Like, have it hit, and he comes down and fucking squares off against the Bloodline or whoever, you know.
Yeah.
Orton and Cody's team was fighting.
Yeah, it was the Bloodline. I think. Because Drew was on their team too. It was Drew, Cody, Seth, Orton.
Because that was Orton's big return too.
And I think that was it, wasn't it? Or was Solo a part of that too? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. It's been a long
I think it was 4-on-4 for that one.
Do Punk and Orton have much of a history?
Not that I can think of.
It's kind of weird, right?
Mm-hmm. Illusion.
You know, how much does it take to, like, last night at SmackDown, just tape a quick segment of fucking, you know, Charlotte walking out of a dressing room, and then Alexa Bliss comes out, like, ooh, what did they talk about? And then just play it tonight like it's happening, you know?
Oh, you mean them talking? Like their conversation?
Yeah, like it's happening right now. Like, little things like that you could put between the matches, and it makes the show feel
Have
more
life.
alive. It gives it more depth. Yeah, like this has just been like going through the motions. Like match 1, match 2, like it pisses.
I think they had some stuff on the pre-show as far as promo stuff, but yeah.
But they did. Hold on, what was that?
I think there was a few things on the pre-show that they did. I know they did a sit-down interview. I think with it was either LA Knight or Priest, one of them, going into the Jacob Fatu match. I was kind of half watching it. I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Like, what the fuck is if they do a press scrum tonight? Why? Like something. But my buddy texted me and said, you know, he understands it'd be annoying, but it would also be great if just Travis Scott comes down to Fiend in every one of John Cena's title matches this entire year.
It would be annoying, but it'd be funny as fuck.
Look, he's doing the same move, but just mockingly. Barely.
Yep.
He didn't change up his ring philosophy or anything at all. Like, It's just such a ballless heel turn for the most part. I'm trying to enjoy it. I really am. But like when people used to say we wish John Cena would turn heel,
Mm-hmm.
it's because they wanted to see more of what he can do. They wanted to see a new layer to his character. They wanted to see something new. And now he turns heel and it's nothing. It's literally the same thing. It's just he comes out and says, "Ha, I'm a bad guy now."
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. He doesn't wrestle different. He doesn't dress different. It's literally the same thing, but just, "Ha, I'm a bad guy now."
Yep. Cody getting involved would be interesting too, to help Randy win.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because
So
then,
far,
and then by doing so, it costs Randy the match. And then
instead of Cody being able to go right after Cena, it makes Randy Orton and Cody feud.
Yeah, because people are wanting to see them two go at it.
Fiend.
That's what I would do. I would have Cody come out, try to help Randy win and beat him. Because Cena fucked him by having somebody interfere, so it would make sense, And then it ends up costing Randy the title and beating Triple H's record. So then he gets pissed off and goes after fucking Cody.
And then you finally get Cody and Randy feud after Cody doesn't have the title.
Yeah. And then that keeps him busy while Cena's still doing his shit.
My guess is, if I had to bet right now, I'd say Cody probably has the best chance of beating Cena later this year. Even though I don't know if that'll be Cena's last match. I don't know if he wants his last match against Cody, but
yeah,
Cody will probably have a better.
Punk.
What up?
I would rather it be Punk. Have Punk win the title.
Me too, but if it is Cody, he'll probably have a better second title run because they'll finally have him feud with Orton and shit. Like,
the only thing with Punk is they have that whole thing with Seth and everything, and they're kind of going after the world title.
Don't get me, dude. I'd much 100%. I'd rather have Punk than Cody beat him. But I think Cody was a really boring champion. I'm sorry, but I called that before.
Yeah.
When a lot of people were all wrapped up in the hype for WrestleMania 40.
I knew his run wouldn't be that great. I just didn't want Roman to have it anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
I needed something to change, like a switch up,
Yeah. It's like they debuted the World Heavyweight Championship just a few months before that. It's like, it's been this long, just make everyone hold out. Like, treat the IC title how they treat the fucking World Heavyweight title, make the IC title important.
Some of that was because of Seth bitching and complaining because he was like relegated to like the mid card. So at least from the rumors and stuff. Which I get. It's like you have this one person like fucking basically holding the title hostage, and he barely wrestles. He's barely here. So it's like I get the frustration if I was a worker too.
Yeah, but that ain't him. He just shows up to work, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna, if that's the ending, this entire pay-per-view was just uninspired. Like, it's good to see Cena and Orton one last time, but
The match
man,
hasn't been that bad. It's been fairly decently paced.
it all just feels so hollow now, man. Not all the time. Like I said, Raw's been pretty good, but Triple H's presentation overall, especially at the big shows.
Oh, is he gonna freaking RKO him?
What if they RKO each other? Like how sometimes they'll clothesline each other.
No, there's a rough bump.
Fiend. Man, what if he loses the title?
Yeah, I don't know. Good lord. Wheatley Vodka is the sponsor for this match too, so I think Cody's gonna show up.
Oh, he's in the commercials.
Yeah, he's their guy. Nope. Though Randy's the kind of person that would RKO the ref and fucking just beat the shit out of it with some weapons or something to win. He's gonna RKO him. Oh no, another ref bump. It's fucking bald spot.
Man, he could have shaved his head, like just buzzed it down, you know?
Yeah.
And fucking grew a beard that goes into his fade and fucking, I don't know. Even if he didn't grow a fucking beard, just like did something, man.
Attitude adjustment from Randy. Ooh. Those fucking tables not giving away now is like, fuck. Oh, now it falls over. Yeah, they're like it's like reinforced into the floor or some shit. Just put them through that a little bit. Oh, use the title. Use the title. Sledgehammer? Oh, table.
It's definitely gotten a little more interesting since they left the ring.
Yeah. Randy's going to take the F5 or the attitude adjustment through the. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no.
He's thinking, please break.
Jeez. I don't think that one was gimmicked. Fucking Randy. He's like, ugh, that shit tastes like shit.
There's a serious problem. We don't have an official. Like, is no one going to go out and check on him? All those fucking officials always running down when you keep someone asleep or a little longer than you should. And now their fucking referees laying there lifeless after like minutes.
They have no referees left. They're out of them. They use their allotted referees for the night.
Yeah.
He's gonna RKO him. I knew something was gonna happen.
So the
Now
one
they
lifeless outside is like, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Jesus.
He's like, what are you doing? You're in the middle of a fucking match. He's gonna
RKO Nick. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yes. That's fucking great. That's some like old school, like, you know, that's like shit that would happen back in the day.
Yeah.
It's our truth. Fucking our truth.
They took too long after all those kickouts. Like, the ref took way too long to get over there and make the count.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind the end of that though. Our truth coming
Yeah.
out and fucking, that was good. I'm not gonna lie, that was good.
Yeah. John Cena versus R-Truth at Saturday night's main event, and they can like play it up like the little Make-A-Wish kid is finally getting his, match with John Cena.
And that was Helms, Hurricane, the one. And Jamie Noble. Fucking our truth. I wonder how Pete's match went.
So I thought when he was saying I need competition that
Mhm.
somebody was going to return.
Yeah, I did
Somebody
too.
or his next challenger at least.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to wait till Monday.
Yeah, well, I was also going to say when he is getting on the mic, it's like, so what you're saying is he won't be on TV next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was Backlash.
Yeah,
Again, it was like, I don't know, man.
it's all right.
Like it felt pretty C tier.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. But Mania
Like,
was better. That's saying a lot.
yeah. The main event got better once it started getting dirty and they're outside of the
Mhm.
ring and using tables and title belts and but overall, I mean, not much to write home about.
Mm-mm.
What did we have?
Everything else was pretty cookie cutter, I would say.
Yeah, like it is very by the numbers.
Mhm.
What
And
was the
they
first
made
match?
that was the 4-way for the US
Yeah,
title with Jacob Fatu.
yeah, and Jacob Fatu pinned LA Knight for the second pay per view in a row,
Mm,
retained the US title. Then Lyra and Becky, which Lyra that one surprised me. I thought Becky was gonna beat her.
I figured she would retain just because it's like she can say that she beat her twice or whatever.
Yeah. And then we had Dominic and Penta, which again, like not like this is the time to make it happen. Like if
Mm-hmm.
Finn's gonna do something, make it happen here.
Yeah,
Like this
this
is the
this
PLE
will they
time.
won't they bullshit. Like it's fine, like maybe a couple times, but it's been enough to where it's like, okay, we get it. Like just
Yeah.
pull the trigger now.
Well, especially because they're doing the same thing with Jacob Fatu and Solo.
Yeah, and now he has his replacement
And
with Cobb.
and they're doing the same thing with Austin Theory and fucking Grayson Waller.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
so yeah, like cool. It was cool to see Penta. It was cool to see Dominic, but again, like it's a match you could have gotten on Raw.
Yeah.
So
Which
then we
they
got
already fought on Raw too. So that was like
yeah,
the third time they went at it, and it's like, okay.
yeah. What'd you think of McAfee and Gunther?
I thought it was bullshit because they should have just had Gunther destroy him, and the fact that there was even like
Yeah,
any question that he might have like lost is just ridiculous. It makes him look weak.
yeah.
Um, at least to me. Yeah.
No, you're spot on.
And if McAfee's not going to be commentating or whatever for a bit because of the on season for football, it would have made more sense for him to just get squashed and be done with the match.
Yeah, exactly. Like beat him down. Like give him a reason not to be back for a few months. Yeah, they made McAfee look way too strong in that match.
Mhm.
Agreed. He got way too much offense and fighting out of the fucking sleeper in a way Jey Uso couldn't do till WrestleMania, and just I
Mhm.
don't know, man. Like again, like if some fucking less than average color commentator can just step into the ring and hold his own against the ring general,
Mhm.
it doesn't speak much for their roster.
Nope. It'd be one thing if it was what's his name? The British guy. What's his name?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett was like the one he was fighting. Then it would be a little
Yeah.
different because he used to wrestle. And I know Pat McAfee's had a few matches here and there, but he's not like a full-fledged wrestler. He doesn't like wrestle all the time.
Yeah. And it's like, well, he played football, so
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then we get the main event, and there's no promos, there's no backstage, nothing. There's no storyline progression at all, besides a half step by fucking Finn Balor. You know, Becky did beat Lyra down pretty bad after Lyra pinned her. But yeah, then
which
we
I was
get
surprised they didn't have anybody come out for Lyra. Like,
yeah,
normally, like when something like that happens, you have somebody come out to try to like even Bailey, like that would have made sense. Like, she got cut from the thing, have Bailey come out and try to save
yeah.
Lyra, because she dedicated the match to her too.
You know, even hire a necromancer to raise Gorilla Monsoon from the dead to come out and announce the attendance numbers.
Yeah, they didn't even have an attendance announcement. Normally they do that, don't they?
It seems like it, but man, I don't know. It's just, you know, what you see is what you get. Like, card not subject to change. Like,
But
so
I will say the main event was good once they started going outside of the ring and doing that stuff. And overall, the main was good.
Yeah,
so that's a positive at least.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, man. Again, like 10 years ago, if you were to tell me, like, hey, dude, like Cena Orton, what do you think? I'd puke. Like, I didn't want to see them wrestle again ever. I was so tired of that match. So, or those two wrestling each other.
I never watched any of that stuff, so this was all new to me.
Well, that's awesome. No, it got pretty stale back then. Yeah, CM Punk and Orton wrestled at WrestleMania 27.
Okay.
But that was a lot. I think that was when he was on SmackDown, and I wasn't watching SmackDown much then. Maybe he was part of the Straight Edge Society at that point or something.
Maybe.
I don't remember. Maybe that was way after. I don't fucking know. But still, it was like, you know, Cena and Orton was fucking, and most of the roster was stale. So to not like have vivid memories of Punk and Orton having the feud is kind of weird to me. So yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna jump off now. But thank you everyone for tuning in. All 2.5 of you. And yeah.
Yeah, it was good watching the pay-per-view with you though.
You know what? Don't fucking blame me.
I'm not blaming you.
Blame me, Tap, for
I'm blaming Pete.
Dream. Yeah.
Damn it, Pete.
Just like I'm not secretly resenting manliness for not showing up.
You don't need to wrestle anymore, Pete. That's what you have WWE 2K25 for, where you can create your creator wrestler and wrestle and not have to worry about getting hurt. You would not have had your earring pulled out if you didn't try to live your dream.
Yes. So fuck you, Pete. Fuck you, manliness. We're out.